Hey, how's it going everyone, and welcome to another FNAF Youtooz video, where today, I wonder how many times I've actually said that intro on this channel now, but in today's video, I thought we're going to do a collection showcase sort of video. So I've done this in the past with like the plushies and the figures, but I've not actually done this with the individual pins in a video like this, just showcasing them all. So I thought in today's video, I'm going to be doing just that. So first off, we're going to be starting with the pin set. So the first pin sets we're going to be starting off in this video is the original Five Nights at Freddy's and the Security Breach pin sets. It did also come with the individual pins, as you see right here. So we're just going to look at the actual boxes themselves and not take the pins out because they did come individually. And so here is the first Five Nights at Freddy's pin set, the original pin set that they did do. I do like the color scheme on this one. It's like a bluish kind of black. It's like a really dark blue that I have gotten for it, and you can see all the characters in there, and as well as my flexion. Very nice color scheme, one of my favorite ones that Youtooz have done. You can see the characters on the back there, and then just the front of it as well, where you see the Youtooz eyes and some more of the characters just at the top right there. The Security Breach one, on the other hand, I do feel is a lot weaker. Now, definitely with the box, I feel like the box is very plain. A lot of people in the community have said the same thing, that is a very plain design. I do wish that they put a bit more color to it, more unique to it. Now, you could have done some neon lights. I'll put a picture on screen of what I mean with Security Breach. With the cool neon lights it could have done for it. It could have been I don't know, maybe the same as this one, maybe not the dark color, but maybe some green or some purple or blues with it, just to make it stand out with Security Breach. And at the back of the box, you see once again, it does have all the pictures for the pins. And like I said, these ones did have individual pins, which you had to buy separately as well. So you had the original Freddy Fazbear pin just there. You had the Bonnie one just there. Now each individual pin does have its own unique card, because the picture in the background is unique to the character, and they have some red colouring on the back as well, which is pretty nice. And there you have the Foxy one there as well in the chest. You have Purple Guy, William Afton, which is very cool. I like that one. And then you have a kind of a unique one. You have a Golden Freddy in a VIP seat. But he does have some glitter effect to him, which does look pretty nice when it's in the lights. You see, it does shine there in the light. So that's a pretty nice pin overall for that one. Same with the Security Breach ones. As you see, we got we got Glamrock Freddy just there. It is blue on the back. It's the same color as the pin set, just being blue. We have Glamrock Chica eating a pizza just there. We have Roxanne Wolf, or Roxy, eating a bone, which I find pretty funny. Trying to get it so not in the lights. And then we have Monty there as well, looking all proud, which does look amazing with his white shiny teeth. And then we have my personal favourite, Wet Floorbot right there. The legendary Wet Floorbot. Looks incredible. And then we have Vanny as well, which is also a nice pin. And as well, these are all unique because they have a different picture in the background. So they're all unique. So if you don't want to just get the pin sets, you can also buy the individual pins. And all of these are still available on Youtooz.com. So the next two pin sets that we have on here is the Pop Goes and the Pop Goes Halloween edition. Now these are 2 out of 3 pin sets that Youtooz have done for the Pop Goes line. We also have the Beach pin set as well, which is due later this year. The first one on the left here is the regular Pop Goes pin set. As you see just there, you got all the characters in there, which do look very cool, with Pop Goes and Stone the Crow and Blake the Badger and Saffron the Squirrel. Second pin set they released for Pop Goes was the Halloween edition. I do really like this one because it is I feel like it's more unique because of the color scheme that they have gotten for it and the glow in the dark Pop Goes pin. I'll put a picture on screen of what that one does look like. But here are all the 6 Pop Goes Halloween edition pins right there, trying to get a better look for you. in the light. They do look really, really good. I do like the Pop Goes glow in the dark one, and also Stone the Crow looks really good to me as well. I do like the designs of these ones. Two right here are actually more of a YouTuber kind of FNAF one that they have gotten for with their merchandise. So we have the Map Pack one on the right, and we have the Corey X Kenshin one on the left. The Corey X Kenshin one is a smaller pin set. There's only 3 of them in this one. You can see we have all 3 of the pins just here. So we have one wearing a mask, the Freddy mask from FNAF 2. We have Corey with his torch just there, and we have some eyes in the background with some music notes, which is Freddy Fazbear from the first game when the power does go out. The top one here is a smaller one, which says "Way to Go Superstar" from the Security Breach, which he did release a figure alongside this pin set. And here's the Map Pack one as well that he did release last year. You can see he has got all the pins just in there. There is 5 in this collection instead of 6. There is 5 because this is a bigger, I feel like these pins are definitely bigger than previous ones that we have gotten in the past. I'm not going to take the front off this one because you can literally see all of them just in there with the Music Man and the Law and the Psychic friend Fredbear.
He's here, he's there, he's everywhere. Who you gonna call? Psychic friend Fred.
Timeline folder. And of course the original Map Pack thinking right there. Next up we have is the Ruin pin set and the Help Wanted pin set. I do really like the Ruin one on the left right here as a cool unique color scheme for it. The Help Wanted one, I do feel a bit disappointed again with the color that they've gone for. It's the same as Security Breach. It's a little bit different shade of a blue, but it's pretty much the exact same as the Security Breach with the color scheme. I do wish some pin sets were more unique, especially when Help Wanted. They could have done something different, you know, with glitch traps or in that purple glitch sort of effect that he does have in the game. I thought that would have been really cool and fitting with this pin set right here. Ruin one, on the other hand, I absolutely love. I love the color scheme that they have gotten for this one. You can see we do have Helpy at the bottom just there, and we have Mexis at the top saying blocked and reported, and then we have the Mimic at the bottom that just says the Mimic. The Mimic! And then we have Eclipse just to the top corner right there, and then Cassie in the middle. I do like the pins in this one, especially the glitch trap one at the bottom there. You can't really see Shadow Mangle, but she is just there, just at the bottom you can see it. And then we have Grim Fox as well in the top corner, and Dreadbear. The final 2 pin sets that we have here for this video is the Five Nights at Freddy's movie and the Into the Pit pin set. Personally, these are my favourite ones that Youtooz have done. I love the design that they've done into these kind of pin sets. Here we have the Five Nights at Freddy's movie one, just there with all the characters. You have Chica with the killer cupcake, and then Mike sleeping with the shadow of the yellow rabbit, just watching him. And then you have Freddy with Showtime button. You have Abby on top of Bonnie right there, which is pretty cool. That was from behind the scenes. And then you have Foxy there at the bottom corner inside the bull pit. But I feel like the best thing about this pin set really to me is the color scheme. I do love the color scheme on this box. There's only 5 pins in this one. It's not like the early ones we got with 6 pins, but these ones are bigger pins, so they only have 5 in these ones that we have gotten recently from Youtooz. But yeah, I love the design of the color scheme that they have gotten for this one. The blue and the black works exceptionally well for this one for me. So yes, it's definitely a top pin set that they have released so far. But my favourite pin set that Youtooz have released for Five Nights at Freddy's has got to be the Into the Pit one. I love this one. It is the newest one they did release, but it's my favourite. It's definitely my favourite. I love the black and the purple colour scheme that they have gotten for this one. It does look incredible with all the characters shown on the back, especially at the top there. You can see them all. Trying to get to focus. See all the characters once again. Is this definitely my favourite one they've done for Into the Pit? I'll take the front off to show you all these ones. This one is definitely my favourite, and there's a cool little note I'd like to say about this one as well. So you see we got a Fredbear at the top there. I don't know why he is there, but it's a nice inclusion. We got Oswald in the bull pit. We got Oswald again with the shadow of the yellow rabbit. He's Spring Bonnie, and then we have the yellow rabbit again, the Spring Bonnie, and Oswald hiding underneath the table. Now this one on the website shows this having green eyes, but it actually does have blue eyes. I don't know if it's shown properly on the video, but this actually does have blue eyes because they did correct it with the plushie, they also corrected it with the pin set, which is quite nice, and he also changed the bow tie as well. Then the last one here, you can see there is an arcade machine, which Oswald is hiding behind once again, and also the shadow of the spring Bonnie, which does look really cool. Okay, so now that we've covered all the pin sets that has released, now we're going to be taking a look at the individual pins right here. So first one we have is the Gregory and the Cassie one, the chained together Cassie and Gregory. Now I do like the concept of this one because you can see they have got the radios in ruin when they are talking to each other on the radio, even though it's not Gregory, it's the Mimic. But they have put a chain between them, so when you want to put them on a board or something, they are attached with this chain, which is pretty cool. The next one they released in this wave was the Chica and the Pizza one. I do like this one as well. It is it's a cool design that they've done with Chica, you know, always obsessed with eating food and eating pizza all the time. So this is a cool design they've done for this one as well. Right, so next up, we're going to be taking a look at each of the individual pins right here that was in the wave. So first of all, we have is the Freddy battery pin. These are all unique. They have their own unique feature with them. Now this one has the batteries. So you move the batteries over like this, and then you see that it does go down with the bar, which is pretty cool. But the last one right here for the Freddy actually has a red one to show that he is low power. That is such a unique feature for this, and I do love that Youtooz have done this one. This is one of the better design pins that they have done. Next one we have here is the present pin. Now this one does open up at the top, and you can see they have the Freddy watch in there, which is really cool. It's from the start of the game when you do get the watch from Freddy's chest. Next up, we have the Chica earring pin, the Glamrock Chica one. This one is okay. I feel like it's the weaker one in the wave because it's just the earrings just move a little bit right there. But the next one we have here is the Roxy tail pins. This one just moves the tail back and forward. I do like this one. I do like the look of Roxy with this pin. This is probably one of my favourite ones they've done for Roxy. I do like the design for this one with the tail that moves right there. But my favourite one in this wave, and probably my favourite pin overall that Youtooz have done, is the Monty sunglasses pin. Now this one is my favourite overall because it has a cool feature. You can remove the sunglasses and see Monty's eyes underneath, the Youtooz eyes underneath. It does look really good. And then you have the sunglasses right here that do have magnets on the back, so you just put them on there like that for Monty, and there you go. He's got his glasses on once again, which do look absolutely incredible. Again, this is one of my favourite pins that Youtooz have done because of the unique feature, and I think they just work exceptionally well for Monty right here. Next up, we have the individual map hat or game theory pins that they did release. These also released alongside the pin set as well. So we got the normal game theory pin right here that does have a cool spinning function right there. You can see we have the game theory logo just in the middle there, and as it spins, and also the back, you see it's just green right there, the same as any other pins, but these ones do have two on the back right here, and it just spins, which does look really good. It reminds me of one of those fidget spinners from years ago. It's the same with the Music Man one there as well.
Oh, Music Man!
Inside it's just Music Man in the middle, and it is silver or white around the edges, and then it's the same on the back as well. But one of the better ones in this wave, I think, is the Glamrock Freddy and Mappa. I do like this one quite a bit. I say it's one of the better pins that they have done, as well with the Monty one. I do like this one because Mappa is inside, and also the cool function of opening up the chest and seeing Mappa just sitting in there hiding inside Glamrock Freddy is a really cool feature. I do like this one quite a bit. Next up we have is the Withered pins. Now I don't have all the Withered pins. The only ones I'm missing is Withered Freddy and the Mangle one. These are the four that I do have in the collection. So we have the Marionette just there, the Marionette individual pin. To get these ones, you had to buy the figure and also the pin as well with it, but these were limited time, so it's quite hard to find these on the aftermarket. But you know, we have Marionette just there. We had Withered Chica, which is actually my favourite Youtooz figure that they have done, so I definitely had to get the pin for this one as well. Next we have is Withered Bonnie right here, which is also a pretty good pin as well they have done for Withered Bonnie. Lastly we have is Withered Foxy, which again is a very good pin. I do like the look of these ones. They did also bring out the Phantom ones as well, and the Nightmare ones. I did purchase all the Nightmare ones and they are still available to buy right now, but by the time I'm recording this video they've only got about another 5 days left on the timer. Not too long ago I did a review for the Watermelon Chica figure and I did show that pin in that video as well, but here's again looking at the pin there for Watermelon Chica, which does look really cool, and it's got a dark green on the back as well, which is pretty nice. So yeah, that's the Watermelon Chica. I also have the Afton one as well, which I ordered, but hopefully the other three I can find on the aftermarket as soon as the others start to arrive. Next five we're going to be looking at is the Sun and the Moon pins. So we have the Sun hanging pin right there. You can see that it has a chain right there with the sun and the stars which move back and forth, which is pretty nice. We have the same for Moon as well, but he's upside down, which is pretty unique for this one. I always think that when I'm turning it this way that he has broke, but no, he just hangs upside down like this right here. We also have Sun and Moon, or I don't know if to call this Eclipse, but they just called it Sun and Moon for this one. There is some missing features from Eclipse, but to me it does look like a mixture of Sun, Moon and Eclipse for this one. But as you see, once again, it does rock back and forth with the stars and the Sun and Moon. And the other two here we have is the bobbleheads one. So we have Sun right here where the head does move. I'll show you that with the Moon one right here. You can see it just move like that, and the head will bobble, which is pretty cool. It does have a spring at the back of it just there, where you move it just like that, and you got two pins as well. I do find that this just bend the card a little bit because of the way it's designed, but you know, it's not too bad. It's not ripped or anything, but it does bend a bit, just like that. But yeah, these ones are pretty cool. I like the design of these ones with the bobbleheads and the hanging pins. I think these ones are decent pins. But alongside them, they have these candy shaker pins as well, where you move them just like that, and the candies will shake inside. You see they do move a bit. Sometimes they will get stuck. Some people have had a problem with these actually breaking because of them getting stuck, but I've not had any problem with them so far. But it is the same with Moon right here as well. You can see we have Moon just there, and it is the same thing once again with them shaking inside. So the last pins we're going to be looking at in this video are the latest ones to arrive is the MatPat Ness, or from the FNAF movie. We have 4 of the pins right here, and also the PAX West one on the right just there. But we have the Doug briefcase one right there. You can see Doug's briefcase. You have some food on a plate right there with a tub of sauce that has gone onto his briefcase. On the back there you see it is green as well. And then you have MatPat Ness right there as well, where he's holding a drink just there on the plate. We also have the figure as well, which is due later this year, so I'm really looking forward to seeing that going with these pins. And then we have the Sparky Nest one as well. I think this is one of my least favourite pins that they've done so far, because it's just very generic. Overall, it's just a pin that says Sparky's Nest, so I feel like this is one of the weaker pins Youtooz has released. The next one here we have is the menu one. You can see it does say there, yes, lunch from the movie, and it has Sparky's just atop there with all the menu, with all the listings. So I do like this one. I'd have to say this is one of the better ones out of the 4, but this one to me is just kind of weak compared to the other ones. And the last pin we have here is the PAX West exclusive Cassie pin just here. And these are quite expensive on the aftermarket. They can go for hundreds and hundreds of pounds for these ones. I like the glitter effect they got on it. They've gone for this one. You see on the back it does say PAX at the top there, and a kind of a cool purple effect to it, which is nice to see. But yeah, overall this is a cool looking pin. I said there's definitely better ones that Youtooz have released, but overall this is a nice looking pin. So there you have it, guys. That is the video on every single pin and pin set that I do have in the collection. I do have some other pins as well that is due later this year. I got the spinning Pop Goes pin, and also the beach pin set as well, and all the nightmare ones as well for the collection. And if you're new around here, you enjoyed this video, a like and subscribe would be greatly appreciated. I'll see you all in the next video.